when I exorcise something, when I exorcise a spirit, what you usually have to do is that you have to realize that spirits are energies, so they can be destroyed. They can be only broken. They can be only broken from the object or the person they're haunting. So you have to always transfer a spirit. You have to transfer it from one object to another object, from one person to an animal. That's why Jesus, and many people don't know him as an exorcist, Jesus is a healer and an exorcist. That's why before he was known as the Messiah, he used to exorcise. That's what he was known for. He used to heal people and he used to exorcise them. That's why he was transferring spirits of haunted, possessed people. He used to transfer their entities that was haunting them to pigs, because pigs were considered as dirty animals back then. So he would transfer them from human to animal, and then they would drive those pigs to the waters so they can kill them, so the spirit doesn't find anywhere else to go, and then it dies. It either dies or it transfers to the underworld where it came from, to the spirit realm. So there's a lot of criteria and rules and aspects to this whole possession thing, and why objects are even possessed to begin with. Why are they possessed? Why some humans are possessed? This practice is very ancient. It goes back to ancient Egypt. It goes back to the Temple of Solomon. The Temple of Solomon, which is one of the most beautiful temples in the world that have ever existed. By the way, King Solomon used to control demons, and these demons are the spirits we're talking about, because demons, spirits, haunting, we're talking about the same thing, just people labeled them differently. Back then in ancient times, they used to do these rituals and these offerings to exorcise, to get rid of spirits or to transfer spirits. They would transfer them into goats. The ancient Israelites in Israel, in the Temple of Solomon, they used to do ceremonies. So the priest basically in the Temple of Solomon would transfer the bad spirits into a goat, into an animal. Again, we're talking about transferring spirits from one thing to the other. And then this goat, they would drive it to the wild, somewhere where there's no water or food, until it dies. This was an offering done to the demon Azazel. So these practices were happening around the world for thousands of years. It's just a lot of people forgot how to do them, and they don't know how to do them anymore. But each one of you have a haunted object in your house, especially if you're obsessed with antique stuff, if you're obsessed with things that have soul. Why objects? Because objects have soul. They are alive. This bowl is alive. It has a soul. Just because it's physical and it's solid doesn't mean it doesn't have a soul. Anything you own has a soul. Your car has a soul. Your vase has a soul. Your decoration pieces, your desk, your clothes. So anything can be haunted because everything has energy. This bowl has energy. This candle has energy. This mask has energy. So spirits, they can live in these objects because they have energies. They can attach to themselves into these objects. The entities that cause poltergeists are more powerful than, for example, you might have a haunted object in your home, but it doesn't do anything. It's just there. But the moment you start having poltergeists, it means these entities are strong. They have more power than other entities. So the most recent experience I've had was this mask, and I had to get rid of it. So I did a ritual, and I used a sigil for this ritual, and I took this mask to a very, very far place, where it to the point where it doesn't remember how it comes back to where I reside. Because spirits, as I said, they're powerful. They can remember, but you have to lure them. Hexagram, sigils, what do? They lure spirits because there's a lot of lines. So if you want to get rid of a spirit, you have to lure them with sigils, such as the hexagram, such as the pentagram, such as a sigil I'm going to show you very shortly, that you can use for protection and manifestation, protection from harm from bad spirits. I'm gonna talk more about this in this channel, about how spirits gets lured by lines and they get bothered by sigils, and that's why Solomon was able to control demons using the seal of Solomon that had the hexagram in it. So that's my experience with the poltergeist. But I'm gonna show you the sigil that I channeled from the underworld for protection against bad spirits, and you can also use it for manifestation. I'm gonna show you how to use it, and I'm gonna put it on my store for a very, very, very affordable price for a limited period of time. This is the sigil that I channeled, and I drew it digitally for you. So when you go to my store, thyself.alchemist.com, I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. When you go, this is the sigil that you're gonna get. I printed it for you guys to show you how to use it. You can see there is the hexagram here, which is an amazing tool for protection. But it doesn't mean that if you draw your own sigil that it's gonna work. It has to come from a practitioner. It has to come from a person that knows how to play with energies, that can channel the sigil with its own energies, such as myself. You can try to draw your own sigil, but it might not work. It has also some ancient letters that I channeled from the ancient Anunnaki civilization, and it is used for protection from malicious entities specifically. But you can use this sigil also to manifest anything you desire in life. You can use it to charge your spiritual tools. You can charge your crystals here. You can charge your tarot deck here. You can charge your jewelry as well. And I'm gonna show you how to do it. After you get your sigil, you're going to print it on a piece of paper like this. What you're gonna do, this line here that I put here, this line is going from east to west, that crosses every dimension. You're gonna write your name on top of the line. Make sure your name is on top here. So I'm gonna write my name, Seth. So your name, write it on the top. The energy is gonna travel from east to west, and then from north to south, and everything in between. Your name is also inside the hexagram with the ancient Anunnaki writings. And the combination of the energies that I put on the sigil is going to protect your name, which has your energy. It's going to protect you from any malicious entities. You can also add the name of the people you care about around you here. So your name has to be in the middle, and the name of the people you care about, you can add them here or here or here, which forms actually a beautiful trinity here, and you're in the middle. But these people will also be protected if they mean a lot to you. You can also use this sigil in your altar to charge your spiritual tools, to charge your jewelry with positive energy, with energy of manifestation. You can put it under your carpet or under the bed where you sleep, because it's gonna charge good energy into your sleep and protect you from malicious spirits who are trying to possess you or give you sleep paralysis. You can use it also in the kitchen in front of you when you cook. As you're looking at the sigil, you know that what you're cooking is good for you. It's charged with positive energy for your body, so there's no sickness or poisoning that's gonna come to you as you're looking at the sigil. You can also use it as a coaster. Print it, and before you drink your water, your tea or coffee, place it on top of the sigil. And the sigil is gonna make sure that whatever you're drinking is gonna charge your drink with good energy, and most importantly, protect it from any bad entities that are trying to possess your drink, because whatever you're drinking can have energies as well. You can also print the sigil and hang it in your room or in your living room, because it's gonna suck and attract all of the negative energy. It's gonna take it and it's gonna cleanse your space just by having the sigil there. Also, I'm gonna show you how to charge your jewelry. I personally love to wear protective jewelry, and I'm gonna show you how to charge, for example, your rings overnight, because you might be having a long day and your rings have came across a lot of people with bad energies and you want to charge them and protect them. So I'm gonna show you how. You start, I want you to put the ring in the corners of the hexagramic shape, like this. So in each corner you can place a ring, You leave them there overnight because the energy that I charged in the middle here, that's coming from the underworld, which is attached to your name because your name is going to be written there, is going to go to these rings. The energy is going to spread to these rings and it's going to charge them with positive energy. You can use crystals in the same format. Take your crystals and put them in these corners as well. You can also add the crystals in these ends of east, west, north, and south. If you want to charge your crystals with Earth's energy, because this sigil is also connected to Earth. And I'm gonna show you how to use it for protection from a haunted object you have in your house. I'm gonna show you. Let's say this is one of my other beautiful protective objects that I have with me all the time. It's Garuda. Garuda is an ancient god in Hinduism. I got it from the island of Bali in Indonesia, so Balinesian Hinduism. I love it so much. It's also haunted with a beautiful spirit. But as an example, I'm gonna use it. Let's just imagine this is haunted by a bad spirit and you have something like this in your house. What are you going to do? So again, you use this sigil with your name on it in the middle, and you're going to take the object, even if it's big, even if it's a big object, try to print the sigil bigger and place the object in the middle on top of your name. Place it there. And as you put your object there, I want you to focus and repeat this mantra with a good intention. As the sigil is in front of you with your name on it, with the object on top, I want you to repeat this mantra. You are not invited. 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 I want you to say it 6 times. And after you say it 6 times, I want you to do a big clap. So you say the mantra and then you clap. You do the clap 3 times. So you repeat the mantra 6 times, you are not invited, and then you clap 3 times. And then, after you do that, when you remove the object, the malicious spirit is in the sigil. It's not in the object anymore. It's in the sigil. What you need to do right after that, you need to take the sigil, fold it until it becomes very small. I'm not gonna do it here, but fold it until it becomes tiny, like this small, and burn it right away with using a candle. Burn it using a candle. Take the ashes and throw them in a body of water nearby, a river, or if you live near the ocean, or if you live just something with water. Take the ashes and throw them out there, because that sigil will have the malicious energy in it, and since you burn it and throw it, it goes back to earth, and the spirit goes back to the underworld. Because as I mentioned before, you can't actually kill a spirit, you can only transfer the energy. So the energy gets transferred from the object to the sigil, but the sigil, at that point, you have to get rid of it. You have to burn it and throw it out in the ocean or in a body of water, far from home, if possible. This sigil is available at my store, alchemist.com, for a short period of time for a very affordable price. Go get it. And if you have any questions, if you've had any possessions, any poltergeists, any haunting, if you've experienced something like this, let me know in the comment section and let's talk about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.